All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Student Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Student Seti YouTube page. Also, General Seti YouTube page. If you have not subscribed, if you if you're viewing from Sarah's page, then most definitely get over to General Seti's page and make sure you subscribe. Eventually, the platforms will diverge. They will go, it will be specific platforms for each YouTube page. And so most definitely you're going to want to be down with both of them. You feel what I'm saying? So I want you to get on over. All my family that's on General Seti, the memberships have opened up. And so if you want to become a member, most definitely the perks is going to be there. You know I'm going to fill up the treasure chest full of gems and jewels. So all you had to do is become a member and get access to, the perks that, exquisite and extraordinary perks that will come along with that membership. So both pages, memberships is open. You should become a member. Click the link, choose a membership, and expect greatness, family. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Student Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. I want you to get on over there, check it out. We got the bitters, detox, moringa. We got the shea butter. We got the Egyptian musk, soap. We got incense. We got all that for you. Necklaces, shirts. We got it for you. Get on over there, get you something nice. Shop and save and shop. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, over 40 different subjects. All the subjects are locked and loaded with a full clip of dynamic videos and no weaknesses nowhere. All fabulous advanced material for you to develop into the highest stages of African wisdom, knowledge, and history. Get on over there, family. Become a member today. Check out the platform. It's off the chain. No other website on the planet that can compete. You should become a member today. Everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. The most exquisite, exclusive live streams from the general out there. This is where I go live. General Seti is a video library mega website. And the Patreon is the lecture hall where you get the live streams. You get to see the general live in the flesh. And so most definitely you want both. So most definitely get over to Patreon, become a patron today, and gain access to over 500 exclusive live streams waiting on you as soon as you get there, family. To all the family that donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you. For the fact you appreciate me, any of the family out there would like to donate, the link right there on the screen is right there at the top of the chat. Video description is there. Click it, donate. I thank you and appreciate you ahead of time. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Student Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. They didn't call the police out here selling and buying and selling guns, high-powered guns to peoples on the street, criminals and shit. You know, this is wild. They got an investigation going on right now. And they always talking about, oh, the police, they good peoples. They protecting the community. They out there selling goddamn high-powered guns to criminals. And they done busted them, and some of them been getting locked up, and they think they got the right to do it. That's right. They believe they have the right to sell these high power, and they killing people. Then I always wonder, I say, well, goddamn, if you need where you got to go in and you got to get a background check and this, that, and the third, and they got serial numbers on all them guns. They know where they came. They know what warehouse they came from. They know what whatever warehouse created the gun. They got a serial number on that motherfucker. And so they even know what gun seller, who they dropped the guns off to and everything. They know all of that. So how did this motherfucker that ain't got no ID or felon and all this end up with that goddamn gun? Nobody's talking about that. The system is not flawed, is designed to do that. Flawed means it's not set up for guns to get out there like that, and somehow it was a step that was missing, and so it was flawed. No, this shit was designed to for these people to be able to get away with selling guns to people out here in the street, man. I want y'all to listen to this, man, because this is actual fact. And here it is, Donald Trump talking about he gonna goddamn give police immunity. Hey, let me make you a moderator. Wait a minute, let me block this. Let me get this out of here. QV, if you want me to make you a moderator on General Seti, you got to go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's yeah. Okay, I see you. All right, I got you on there, QV. You're on there now. Yeah, you're on there. Yeah. So, yeah, we're in the house. Yeah, let's listen to what's going on out here. You wonder why these old crooked ass goddamn police. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and when they get what they got coming to them, motherfuckers be crying and shit. Motherfucker end up shooting some of their ass with the same firepower that they putting out here in the streets. Yeah, and they never thought about that. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Let me put it up here. You know what I'm saying? This is fair use. We got to put that up there. Fair use. Here we go. Review. Yeah, dang. Let me get it in. Let me take it out and put it back in. I don't know why I did that. Kicked it all the way out. Hold on. Yeah. They don't want me to put this information out there. They know they out here selling that goddamn firearms. That's what they out here doing. Here it is. It's right here. Here we go. We about to get it back popping. Here we go.
Dozens of law enforcement leaders buying and illegally selling guns. A review of government audits and court records over the last 20 years uncovered instances in 23 states across the U.S., plus Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C., for a total of more than 50 cases. And people who were supposed to protect and serve were selling these high-powered guns and making a steep profit. Erin Couchy, who led this reporting, is here with me in Studio 57. She's a producer for CBS News Crime and Public Safety Unit. Erin, this is so mind-boggling that these high-ranking officers are getting these guns and then they're selling them to criminals. In essence, the law enforcement officers are criminals themselves.
You hear that? They say high-ranking. They ain't talking about no low, no love police. They talking about high-ranking police is selling to these high-powered guns. out here on the street. So that just show you, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers think they above the law. They is above the law when you can do shit like that and get away with it.
Right. So the key is that these weapons are usually deemed too dangerous to be on the street. So they're using their access to, as law enforcement officials, to gain access to things that otherwise wouldn't be on the market.
So that's another key. So, you know, they talking about shit that you just can't go in there and get. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, so all them, what they call them, bumper stocks and shit or whatever that you put on there, rapid fire and shit and all that kind of shit. Yeah, ain't no telling what they selling. They might be selling silencers. Ain't no goddamn telling what they selling. But, you know, they got access to it. You know, you might not have access to it as an average citizen, but they got access to it. They can go in there and buy it and then come and sell it out here. You feel what I'm saying? And so let's listen further and see what the fuck going on.
They're saying we need this for our official duties to serve and protect, but actually they're secretly turning around
so
and they're selling.
They're buying them because they're law enforcement officials, or they're requesting them? Tell me more.
It runs the gamut. So there were 50 cases all across the country, and there were different ways they got it. Sometimes they stole it out of the inventory. Sometimes they were their issued weapons by the department.
You hear that? Stole it out the inventory. So if they got it off the goddamn street, well, they been doing that. They been doing that. Goddamn, all them birds and shit they got in there, and motherfucking birds come up missing and shit, and this, that, and the third. All them, yeah, all the dope they done bust and shit and beat down there. Motherfuckers then went down there and got a couple birds out the inventory and shit, took it out there on the street and shit, and, you know, talking about they done destroyed the shit. They gonna go destroy it, and the motherfuckers took that shit straight to the hood. You see what I'm saying? And sold that motherfucker. And, you know, this is what they've been doing. Yeah, right out the inventory. Sound just like them.
In the most egregious cases, there were battlefield weapons, and that requires them to go to federal regulators, ask for special permission to gain access to them. And just to give you a sense of what kind of weapons these could take out an armored tank. They could go through a building at the other side, hit a target 18 football fields away. They can take out a military helicopter. That's an example from a real case. We found an Iowa police chief in a 3-person police department. Town was the population of...
God damn, say this motherfucker was selling shit that could go through a tank. God damn, you feel what I'm saying? Damn, they selling shit like that. These motherfuckers got military grade shit, you know, that could go through a tank. Man, you know, so you wonder how this shit get out here on the street. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you need, right? Yeah, I guess yeah. But you gonna, if you using it, I'm not gonna even, you know, I'm not gonna even deal with that issue. Because we already know. You see? We already know. I had this, you know what I'm saying? I don't even, DL, what you talking about, man? That's what you need. Is that what you need, DL? You need some shit that can go through a tank? You gonna throw that shit in my, he say we already know. Yeah, nigga, yeah, we do. Goddamn, but one ain't enough. You ain't gonna do nothing but go and put it on your brother. That's all you gonna do. Yeah, go and shoot and blow somebody grandmama, you know, blow somebody grandmama house up. Yeah, but then let's work out. Let's see what they talking about.
Less than 800, and he had requested over the course of 4 years 90 machine guns to get access to. He'd gotten approval. It took until he requested a Gatling-style machine gun that spewed 6,000.
God damn, this motherfucker! Did you hear what they just said? They say this one motherfucker, He's a police chief. This motherfucker then requested 90 machine guns. Wait a minute, hold on.
Target 18 football fields away. They can take out a military helicopter. That's an example from a real case. We found an Iowa police chief in a 3-person police department. Town was the population of less than 800. And he had requested over the course of 4 years 90 machine guns to get access.
90 machine guns.
It took until he requested a Gatling-style machine gun that spewed 6,000 rounds a minute for federal regulators to say there's.
Yeah, this motherfucker tried to get a Gatling machine gun.
A 5-year prison sentence, but he's totally unremorseful about it. He just says it's a business. It's not illegal to sell things in this country, and he's appealing his sentence because he just doesn't think it's a crime.
Oh, this is a lot to take in, Aaron. And when I'm looking through all of this material, I'm seeing here that your team also uncovered social media posts where the buyers are talking about how they got the officers to sell weapons. Tell me more about that.
So when you're talking about machine guns, you do have to go to the federal regulation because there's been an outright ban in the United States since 1986. No one can have access to them. The one exception is official government use. So they go to federal regulators, but all you need is a letter. It's functionally a permission slip. A police chief signs a letter saying, I need this for department use. So there's literally do-it-yourself videos on social media.
So they say they're using this shit for department use. That's the lie. Then they get access to this shit.
I know a sheriff, I know a
and
SWAT
sell
guy.
it to motherfuckers on the street.
For me, and they make it like it's all for fun. Some of these guys just think it's fun to like literally mount it on an armored tank and just shoot it off into a field. And a lot of the guys is totally innocent, and that's what they do.
Yeah, the police chief.
There are cases where they've ended up in the hands of criminals. So they've ended up with drug traffickers. They've ended up with arms dealers. There was a case where a police chief, a mayor, and a town. It was a member of the town council were trafficking guns and tactical gear to a Mexican cartel. There was a case just last year where
they was even selling to the cartel, the Mexican cartel, a motherfucking. You hear that? A police chief, a mayor, and who else they say? And they were selling to the Mexican cartel. Boy. I mean, the shit that we don't know. You see, the shit that you wouldn't even dream of. You know, yeah, they number one customer. You already know, motherfuckers. You know they probably is trying to get as many goddamn firearms as possible. That's the same shit Oliver North and them was doing. Yeah, that's the same shit Oliver North and them was doing. Yeah.
Police chiefs, a sheriff, a Delta Force veteran, all conspiring together with a sanctioned Russian arms dealer, and they ended up in the hands of an international gun trafficker. Again, all of that ended up pleading guilty, so we know for sure that they were doing that. And then there was a case in the Northeast where it ended up being used in a fatal gang shooting of a 14-year-old boy who was just standing at a high school football game and accidentally got shot.
Wow, killing children.
So most of the cases don't end up in those egregious situations, but they certainly have and
drug trafficking, international arms
arguably, that's
dealing, deadly shooting of a teen at a football game. This is some of the guns and shit that these police are selling out here, man, and the damage that it's doing to the goddamn community.
I'm also seeing here that there's some former ATF agents that you spoke with that said that they were reluctant actually.
Yeah, I remember that.
Charge these officers.
Brother Edward. Yeah, I remember that where they pretended they lost them. Yeah.
Agents who were the lead investigators on some of these cases, and the officers themselves were the ones that, or sorry, rather the federal agents were the ones who were actually really frustrated with this. They wanted to bring these cases, but they each had an anecdote about how they had to go to the department they had caught doing this, who had been doing it repeatedly, almost like as a course of business, that they were getting these guns.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like, average motherfucker off the street go try to buy one. They're going to lock your motherfucking ass up.
Generally reluctant to try these cases, according to them.
So it's the prosecutors, not the ATF.
It's a little bit of both. So to say the prosecutors don't really want to do it because the sentences are very light. Most of these cases, people make plea deals. They serve less than a year, just a few months in jail. But we got an ATF memo from a few years ago that described this as a growing trend. That was in 2017, and most of the cases we found actually have happened since then. So it seems to be, it's hard to tell if it's happening more often or they're actually just going after it a little bit more now. But the memo said it's our job to educate, not investigate. And I actually tracked down the senior agent who had written that memo, and he said, we generally take the posture, we don't question our law enforcement partners. They're our partners, we're just going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and it's really only in the very, very egregious cases that we actually pursue. So when they've gotten many, many warnings, when we've
so they ain't even trying to prosecute these motherfuckers. That's when you start to see charges. Man.
So the more than 50 cases, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more out there that all these agents are saying, oh yeah, I said, how do I look that up in the court docket? You're not going to see anything.
Fascinating reporting. Erin Couchy, thank you.
Thanks so much for having me.
You can find Erin's full investigation into law enforcement illegally selling weapons.
That's crazy right there. When I seen that shit, I knew. I said, yeah, you know, where the fuck is this shit coming from? I mean, goddamn, how's all these high power goddamn, from the warehouse to the gun dealer to the motherfucker they sell it to, and then it's all, you know, it's all a trick. You know what I'm saying? They let one motherfucker that can buy the shit, they buy in bulk, and then they take it to the goddamn street and sell it. You know what I'm saying? They take it to the street and sell it. What kind of crazy shit is that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how a motherfucker on the street, you know, once you know, an individual buy it, they might not need a goddamn gun check to sell it to another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So if I buy something and I want to sell it to you and shit and this, that, and the third, I could sell it to you. You know, and so they know the loops in that shit, man. They know the loops in that. And so that's how a lot of that high-powered shit get on the street. And here these motherfuckers talking about they trying to take guns off the street and they putting them on the goddamn street. You know, make that shit make sense. You feel me? They trying to get the guns off the street, but they putting the guns on the street. Yeah. So there it is, family. That's your good protect and serve law enforcement. You understand? Strapping the goddamn criminals in the street with military grade firearms. You see, you can't make this shit up. All right, family, check it out. Do more research on it. Know what you're up against. And do more research. Check into it. Arm yourself with, spread the information. Arm yourself with knowledge. If you have not subscribed, all the family out there, make sure you get over to General Seti and subscribe. If you're on Sarah Soon Seti, if you're on General Seti, make sure you get over to Sarah Soon Seti. Subscribe right now. Hit that like button before you get off here. Hit that like button. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. It's happening all over the country. They got 50 cases and they saying that it happened in almost something like 23 different states. So if you go and look it up, you put that in there, they'll let you know what states it happened in, but it happened in over 23 different states. All right, family, just plug it in to you. You can come back, rewind it, and come back. All right, family, Black Power.